needs to open the garage is what it needs to do. It's not doing it, so I'm gonna do it.
So yeah, I just installed the home link, and so I wanted to test it to see if it do FSD from inside the garage, if it just automatically opens the garage door, and it didn't. I'll try it again and see if it does, but it's a good thing it didn't just bust through the door. But yeah, the home link so far has been pretty good. It usually shuts the door. This is like one of the only times it's not shut the door.
Yeah, there's a moose. It's supposed to shut the garage, but it's not doing it.
So the home link is definitely worth it. I think it's pretty cool when it just automatically opens the door. I just kind of have a weird driveway set up, and so sometimes it doesn't open at the correct time.
Yeah, so it's weird that it's driving in the snow, not in the lane.
So FSD's been getting better about finding the lane in snow, but it still has a little issues like just back there. And then in this next clip, it was getting dangerously close to the edge of the road. Sometimes when you have fresh snow like this, you can't see where the edge of the road is or where the snow begins, because sometimes they plow the snow level with the road. So I just had to intervene before it got sucked into the ditch.
20 miles an hour. So it's speeding.
So FSD is set to go 10% over the speed limit, which here it's going 50% over the speed limit. So I don't think that setting works very well.
Yeah, I would say that was a fail. So this would be a good test. There's a cop right next to us, and FSD needs to go that a little bit that way. And so switch lanes without using a blinker.
So again here, FSD was confused by the snow, didn't know which lane it was in, and yeah, it just did its own thing, and it didn't use its blinker. It was not good. Luckily the cop didn't pull me over. So since FSD doesn't follow the snow lanes, sometimes it tries to use the actual lane, and that's why I grabbed the steering wheel.
I was just making sure that it didn't turn another lane because there's other cars, but it didn't.
So it was snowing pretty good, so I wanted to go out and see how FSD does in the snow. And, you know, first off, it gets confused here at the end of the driveway. Right here, I don't see why I got confused. It's never had this problem before. You can't really see anything on the screen. It didn't say there was any small objects up there, but it backed up, took a look at it again, and then proceeded to go by itself, just being really cautious. So, I mean, probably not the best, but it did it. And then here, coming up at the end of the driveway where you see the big black streaks where the snow melted, another thing, it just came right up to it, and it wasn't sure if that pavement was like logs or something. I'm not sure. It just didn't know what to do. And so here you can see I give it a little juice to get it to go, and it does fine. Also at the top of the driveway, you'll see that it throws one of the driver warnings out for apparently no reason.
I gave it some juice there. I'm not sure. It must have got confused by the pavement.
So that warning was like in the front, like there was something up there that I shouldn't have drove over, but it was probably just inconsistency in the snow. So next up here, I watched the Mark Rober video and I wanted to test out Autopilot. So I put it on the Rainbow Road Autopilot, and Autopilot definitely got a lot better than 3 months ago when I bought my vehicle. It stays in its lane pretty good.
So this is Autopilot, it's not full self-driving. So I'm not sure. I guess I go.
So autopilot automatically stopped for the flashing light, which was awesome. And I couldn't get it back into autopilot. It was too, conditions were not good. That's what that warning is on the screen. So FSD still has issues with snow, just when I'm distinguishing the road from the snow, it just cannot figure it out. It phantom brakes on like puddles and just where the road color variation or shine changes a little bit. I do think it's a little more cautious than the previous version, at least on icy roads. I put it in hurry mode several times and it did really good. Another thing that FSD, when you set the speed variation, relative or absolute, still seems like it has a mind of its own and it just doesn't abide by the requirements that you tell it to follow, especially at low speeds. At high speeds, I haven't really noticed it. It seems like it does good. At the low speeds where, you can get big tickets for going, 5, 10 miles an hour the speed limit, to me, that's an issue. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Stay safe.